Buying a car has changed so much. March 2020, COVID-19 came about and it changed the car buying world when it came to buying a new car and a pre-owned vehicle. But on today's video, we're going to talk about 4 things you should do before you actually buy a used car. While you're in the process, you want to consider these factors. 1, you want to think about safety equipment. One safety equipment that I know that will help you, that has helped me. And hopefully it's available on that particular vehicle. But one it's called automatic emergency braking. This helps you detect if there's a pedestrian, anyone in your blind spot. So if you're riding next to someone on the highway or going down the street or just taking your normal drive and you can't see your blind spot. Well, with the automatic emergency braking, you're going to be able to see the pedestrian, or you're going to be able to see the person in your blind spot. Number 2 is strong reliability. Whether you're buying a used car, well, if you're buying a new car, you're not going to have this problem, but strong reliability when it comes to a used car. If you're buying a car from a private owner, you want to get that car inspected. Now, if you buy it from a private owner, a private citizen, they might not want you to get that car inspected because sometimes they're all about just getting rid of that used car, just collecting the cash and moving on. But you want to slow them down and you want to take some time and take that pre-owned vehicle to your own mechanic. Why? It's because your own mechanic is going to do what? They're going to have your best interest at heart. Don't move so fast that you don't think about, oh yeah, I need to get my car inspected, especially if you get it from a private owner. Now let's talk about dealerships. I work at a dealership and all our cars that go to the used car lot are inspected, but you can always bring along your mechanic to look at that used car, or you can ask the salesperson, say, you know what, I need to take this vehicle to my auto mechanic and have them look at it, because you want to just compare notes. You want to make sure that, you're keeping the dealership on the up and up. Because remember, you're paying cash for that vehicle or you're financing that used vehicle. So you just want to make sure that you have someone that that you trust look at that used vehicle. Now, the third thing you want to do when it comes to looking at a used vehicle, you want to do what? You want to make sure that car is no more than 3 to 5 years old. Now, I'm doing this video and it's January 2022, but who knows when you're going to see this video? This could be a day from now, a month from now, 2 months from now, a year from now, because on YouTube, videos come up from 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 6 months ago, 3 months from now. It doesn't really matter. You just want to make sure that vehicle, again, is 3 to 5 years old. Now, why do I say that? It's because you can get a vehicle that's just coming off lease. Those are a lot of the vehicles that we're putting on our lot now. A person is turning their lease, and what we're doing is we're getting with our used car manager and we're actually seeing how much that vehicle is worth. So we're putting that lease turn in on our lot. So that's how we're getting a lot of our vehicles now, is we're buying people out their lease. Another way you want to look at, which is actually number 4, is buying out your lease. Why would you want to turn your lease in and then go buy a used car off a dealership lot or from a private owner, and you can buy out your own lease? Now, you probably say, Regina, why would I want to buy my own lease? Well, you already been driving that vehicle. You know what kind of problems that vehicle had, or if that vehicle had any issues at all. Now, most leasing companies, I didn't say all, I said most, they have a lease buyout price that you can buy your vehicle at the end of your lease. So why not buy your own lease? That's what a lot of people are doing these days. They're buying out their lease. Because why? Because they already know what kind of condition that car is. So they're financing it. Another thing I want to bring in, which is number 5, is never lease a used car. Never lease a used car, because you're buying someone else's problems. Why lease a used car? Customers come in all the time, they call on the phone, or they come off my advertisement from the radio, from TV, from social media, and they say, you know what, do you have any used cars we can lease, or used cars I can lease? And I answer very quickly, we don't have a bank that does used car leasing. And honestly, we're not interested in a bank that's gonna do used car leasing. So yes, someone's watching this video is probably in the car business, they're probably saying, well, we do used car leasing all the time. But let me just say, my opinion, my YouTube channel, I'm sharing what I think. So I think you should not actually do a used car lease because you're gonna get into someone else's problems. Now, if you wanna get a lease and you want to take over someone else's lease, you can go to swapalease.com and get more information about that. So again, you can go to swapalease.com and get more information about taking over someone's leases. Now, I hope this video helped you when you're going to look to buy that used car, because right now, times are so different now. You have to get on YouTube, you gotta read an ebook, or you gotta take a course on how to actually buy a used car, or just buy a car, period, because things have changed so much over the years. So thanks for tuning in and watching my video. And if you're sliding by YouTube and you're watching this video, take some time and subscribe, because I'm always sharing great nuggets. Been in this automobile space for 24 years. January 2022 was my 24th year. So what does that tell you? I have longevity, I drop nuggets, and I know what I'm talking about. All right, I'll see you on the next video.